Welcome to the Reef Podcast. Time for some fantastic adventures. Woo! Let's dive in.
Thank you to all the amazing listeners out there. On behalf of the Reef Podcast, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for future mentions on the new episodes. Have a great day.
Welcome, everybody, to another edition of the Reef Podcast. I'm your host, Luis. I'm here with Nightmare and here with Leary and chilling in the couch. Welcome in, boys. Glad to have you here.
Thank you.
Thank you, Van.
All right, some technical difficulties.
Oh my gosh. Always technical difficulties, huh?
More or less, been busy.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I'm so glad that we're back. We actually have an amazing guest with us today, guys. We have a fellow Californian. Please welcome Mr. SIRCONNOR. How you doing, bud?
I'm good. How you doing? Hold on. I don't want to feel left out here.
Oh, there you go. Now you joined the club.
Hold up.
Yeah.
Hold up. I got one better.
Oh.
Goggles. Let's see if I could do this right, not mess everything
Oh,
up.
God. Don't tell me you're going to put goggles on your avatar. That would be epic. So while Leary N here goes ahead and puts sunglasses at night, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, SIRCONNOR?
Oh wow. I always hate this question. I'm a single dad, living out in Southern California. Streaming is a hobby. I'm generally a programmer, data analyst for my real money, and with a wide range of hobbies, like way too many hobbies.
Way too many hobbies to count, huh? So from what we hear, you actually have a passion for jousting. What made you want to actually get into it?
Honestly, it was just dumb luck. I've been doing Renaissance fairs and medieval history, what we call historical interpretation, for almost 30 years now. And I want to say it was 2008, I think it was. Gosh, I'm trying to remember now. So I had always thought that jousting was just medieval times. It was just a show. Everything was staged, and there was just no real aspect behind it, which was cool. I didn't have a problem with that, but I'm not much of an actor, so I really didn't think it was for me. And then some friends, while we were doing a Renaissance fair down in the northern part of San Diego, they were like, "Hey, there's a jousting tournament going on in this area. We should go check it out." And I was like medieval times kind of thing? Like, what are we talking about? He's like, no, it's real. Like, let's go. I'm like, all right. So we checked it out, and sure enough, it was real. Like, they were scoring points. They were using rules that were written down back in the 15th century and whatnot. And yeah, so I talked to a couple of competitors. Turned out one of the competitors actually lived nearby and was teaching this stuff. And I was like, bet, sign me up. And it was all over after that.
Man, so it became more like something that you actually do on your free time, which is amazing. Every time you do something that you enjoy, I always tell people, like, pursue it. Don't give it up.
And it's a international competition too. So I got lucky enough to be able to travel to other countries and compete.
Mm-hmm. So from what we heard also is that you create content on Twitch. So if you don't mind, what made you want to create content like, online? Like what was it, like somebody that you saw that you liked online that you're like, you know what, I want to do it? Or was it like, just by yourself that you're like, you know what, I think I should do this?
Nah, it was COVID. It was straight up COVID. We didn't have anything going on. All of my activities were all outdoors stuff. And I was like literally getting cabin fever with all the with everything being shut down and not being able to do anything and stuff. And I play video games. I had a Twitch account for a while. There wasn't anyone in particular that I viewed often, but I was like, I'm gonna just give it a try. I started streaming originally off my PlayStation 3, I think it was, just the broadcast mode on my PlayStation, and it took off from there. Now I've got a PC and like the whole works.
Wow, that's actually amazing. I mean, was PS3 like the first console that you actually played, or you played consoles way before PS3?
Oh God, we're gonna start dating myself at this point.
We've all done it.
My first console was the original NES.
Nice. You remember your first game?
Yeah, Super Mario. It came with it.
Oh Lord.
I was like, I'm willing to bet Mario Duck Hunt.
Oh God.
Yep, it was the Mario Duck Hunt combination, and then Legend of Zelda was the next one.
Oh my gosh, you got a fellow here, Legend of Zelda fan right here below. He's huge fanatic of the franchise, so I'm pretty sure he has a couple questions lined up as well.
Oh, don't. I liked it, but I'm not that big on it.
Actually, I do have a question. I see a championship title behind you. What's the story with that?
So it goes along with my content. On Thursdays, I do a wrestling show. It's called the Streamer Wrestling Alliance. It uses the WWE 2K series of games. It started with 2K23. And all of my wrestlers, the entire roster, are members of the community. There aren't any WWE superstars or anything like that in it. And so as a kind of an incentive, I use Streamloots to take and get the community involved in making their own matches, so they can play Streamloots cards to be like, I challenge this person to this type of match in these conditions and all that other kind of stuff. And I thought that, how can I add a little bit more incentive to these, for them to take and buy these Streamloots packs and things like that? So I offered a couple of physical, tangible objects that they could eventually win if they can get the legendary card for it. And one of them happens to be this belt. It is the SWA World Title. It has the logo. Let me get this going on the direct. So the glare. Sorry. So SWA World Title. It'll have the person's name of the title holder, and then the side plates will be their Twitch logo. Once they earn it.
I always wondered that when I came to your streams a couple times. I always wondered about the title, but now that I see it close up, I think that's pretty badass.
That is.
That belt must be really expensive.
It wasn't cheap.
So
I'm going to go with probably the $800 to $900 range on the low end.
No. It's not. No, it's not that expensive.
Oh, it's not one of those?
No. This is so that actually you can get on Trophy Smack, and it's fully customizable. So
that's it.
Yes, that's what they earn, and yeah, I think it pretty much answers the question.
Yeah. So
are you like a wrestling fan overall? What up?
Yeah, I've been a wrestling fan since the early *80s.
Oh man, talk about
WWE or AEW?
Yes. And TNA and ROH and
Good answer.
And Pro Wrestling Noah and AAA, Lucha Libre.
Oh my gosh. Hey, before you go to that question, because I did saw it pop up. What What was it? Oh man, it just slipped my mind. Yeah, I hate when that happens. Okay, go ahead with the question. It'll come up.
We have one from YouTube. Pow Talks Podcast. Is jousting hard to learn?
It can be. The most important thing about jousting is knowing how to ride a horse. That's got to come before anything else. Sitting on it, holding a stick in your your hand and hitting the other guy in the chest with it, that's easy in comparison. You're basically riding an animal that is completely not cool with any of the stuff that's going on around it. So you have to be able to ride that horse, otherwise you're just gonna have a really, really bad day.
All right. So my question is Cody Rhodes or Roman Reigns?
Man, that's a tough one. I'll be honest, because okay, sorry, I'm gonna have to go with my tribal chief. Okay, at the end of the day, I got to go with the tribal chief.
Okay, who are we going with for WrestleMania?
Oh,
Cody Rhodes and
Randy
Orton and CM Punk and Roman Reigns.
Orton. I want Orton to win. I totally see Punk retaining.
damn, dude, that segment. I gotta say though, that segment was pretty good though. Not gonna lie, between Punk and Reigns, that's getting into personal.
Did you see the one for Punk and Usos?
Say last night's response.
Yeah,
to that promo?
that was horrible.
I need to catch up then.
Like, not horrible in a bad way either. Just horrible the way that he's turning everybody against him from Bloodline.
Yeah, he got a little personal. He didn't realize just how much that was going to affect the other members of the family.
We do have a question from Twitch. Genesis Havoc on, speaking of the and either or, OG Bloodline or Shield?
Ooh.
Look, we're getting to these questions immediately. I like this.
Yeah, right. I mean, it's both. Okay. So as far as storyline is concerned, Bloodline was the best.
Oh yeah,
absolutely love the storyline and how that evolved. I never enjoyed Roman's 4-year reign. Like, I just thought it was just too long. I could potentially enjoy Cody having a long reign, as long as he drops it and then goes back after it, and as long as the story is good. After a while, it just, for me, Roman's title reign just got boring, and I just couldn't wait for him to take and drop it at that point.
So as soon as you saw Cody win, you just jumped of joy. You're like, finally, he can.
Oh, dude, we went bonkers. We were watching it in our Discord. We were having a watch party in the Discord, and just a lot of us just went nuts when he won it.
It was Go ahead.
I was going to say the homages to the OG guys. The Rock showing up, which, by the way, was just, the Rock getting involved in that was just dumb to begin with, but Rock being there to bring out the Undertaker, to bring out John Cena, that was that part of it was cool.
So for me, I mean, that was actually a good WrestleMania. I really enjoyed 40, but so far for me, my number one match that I've seen that I enjoyed was John Cena against AJ Styles. They literally put everything on the card there. They did all those finishers to the tribute to so many wrestlers. That was amazing, dude. I was really happy with that. I was like, wow. Talk about amazing tribute.
No, I agree. I mean, that whole John Cena retirement tour with John Cena throwing in little nuggets of respect to the people that he's wrestled in his entire career was just, it was just chef's kiss. It was well done.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know which one had the better match with Cena and Styles or Cena and Punk, because both of them were so good.
Yeah, that's a hard one.
Absolutely.
They were both really, really good matches.
Mm-hmm. So if you could actually sit down next to a WWE superstar, whether they're dead or alive, if you could, who would it be and why?
God, I don't know. There's so many potentials out there. We're talking the WWE superstar.
I mean, it could be AEW, any generation, anything in general.
I mean, on the one hand, I would just like to meet MJF just so I can
MJ who? Sorry.
MJF.
Yeah, you kind of like
Maxwell Jacob Friedman.
Gotcha. Can you
He
imagine?
is like the eternal douchebag of wrestling.
He really is. He really, really is. There was actually and then where I get the idea from was I don't know if you ever seen it. It was on Twitter a long time ago where he was at a meet and greet and stuff, and this kid wanted to get his picture, and so he's like, "Fine, sure," and he flips off the kid. He's getting the picture taken.
Yeah, I know.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Look, he's just perfect for the eternal heel thing.
He takes it seriously. He really does.
now I know you do like your little wrestling segments, like on your Twitch channel and everything like that. How often do you do that, and do you stay consistent with it?
Yes, it's always on Thursday. So my streaming schedule is always Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, with Tuesdays being whatever I feel like playing, Wednesdays being a community night, and Thursdays always being the wrestling show.
Mm-hmm. Now I was gonna say, for when it comes to like you liking wrestling and everything like that, you ever thought about starting like a wrestling podcast or something, like with a buddy of yours or anything?
No, there's enough of them out there that I don't really like. There's nothing I can bring to the table that they aren't already. How do I put? A couple years ago, because I didn't get to see you again at TwitchCon that year, but I met 3 really cool wrestling content creators that have their own podcast: Santi Zap, Wheezy Blonde, and Conman. And we got to hang out and talk wrestling and stuff for a bit, and I just realized like there's nothing I can bring to a podcast that would be any better or different than what they're already doing. So
that's nice. I mean, at least you get to meet some people. What's up?
So we're going to go with the 2 biggest polarizing names for podcasts. They're polarizing wrestling too: Vince Russo or Jim Cornette.
Oh wow!
I can't stand Vince Russo. That guy is garbage.
I was hoping there was going that will be the answer, man. I can't stand him either.
I mean, I watched in real time as he ruined WCW. So,
oh yeah.
So, what is Sir Connor's go-to snack when streaming? Like, if you do take a break to take a snack or anything like that?
I don't like. I've got this self-conscious thing where I don't like watching myself eat on camera. Mm-hmm. Can't imagine anybody else would take and want to see that either. So I will eat. I will get my fill in before or after the stream, depending upon how I'm doing.
Mm-hmm. Now, I mean, I'm not saying like you actually have to do it in a stream, but I mean, if you could have any snack, like before, what's the meal that to go to for Connor to prepare for his stream?
Oh man, because I meal prep all the time, so I got all sorts of different stuffs in my freezer.
I got you.
I think it was just gonna go snack time. I think it would probably just be some good old-fashioned microwave popcorn.
Interesting.
Which flavor? I'm curious now.
Oh, it's got to be extreme butter.
Extreme butter.
Man, am I the only one of the few people that like the kettle corn?
That's the only thing I can eat. I can't eat regular popcorn. I have to have kettle corn.
See, I'm like Connor. I like butter.
Yeah, I like kettle corn, but you can't really get that, in a microwave bag. So
Orville Redenbacher.
Yeah, but okay. Well, I'm just not finding it out here.
I was like, yeah, you can. I know for a fact. I bought it.
Quite literally.
Fair enough.
Walk away. I do have a question. I see a Fallout sign. Are you a particular fan of the Fallout series?
Oh yeah, I love it. That's actually was a Father's Day gift for my son back there. It's neon. It's supposed to light up, but when it lights up, it just doesn't you can't tell what it says on camera.
What do you think is
from Fallout 1 on to Fallout 76, I've played them all.
Which out of the entirety of the series, which one do you think is like the biggest fumble in the entire series?
The biggest what one?
The fumble, like the biggest. This was a good idea. They just threw it down the hill.
76.
Okay, I could see that definitely.
Oh, we got another question that popped up.
Oh
on
yeah, we
Twitch.
do. Rival Lobster over on Twitch. Who is your favorite wrestler, past or who is your favorite favorite wrestlers, past or present, and why?
5 favorite wrestlers, past or present. Okay. And okay, so first of all, I'm gonna preface this as the wrestler, not the person. Okay? Be Chris Benoit. Loved him as a wrestler. Piece of shit as a human being. But as a wrestler, he was phenomenal to watch. Owen Hart, rest in peace. Undertaker, for sure.
It's not a top 5 without the Taker.
Right? I would even put Kane up there because Kane, especially Kane and Taker together, the Brothers of Destruction was really fun to watch. And CM Punk. Like I watched CM Punk from RO come up from Ring of Honor. And that was fun.
I just love how now basically the dead man goes to people when he nominates him to the Hall of Fame. I just love the fact that he's doing that now.
It's a continuation of his gimmick.
Yeah.
It's a good idea too. I think it's one of the best ideas you can ever have for the Undertaker himself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
All right, what you got, Nightmare?
All right, which Undertaker persona would you put on that list?
Oh, the Dead Man. Yeah, it's got to be the Dead Man. I didn't really enjoy the American Badass one. I loved the finisher. Last Ride was an amazing finisher, but the character just didn't work for me.
Well, you had the American Badass, you have the Dead Man, you have the Ministry of Darkness, you have the Mortician. Like he's had so many different characters throughout his run.
Everybody forgets Ministry of Darkness.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think I thought it was an awful storyline.
It's a horrible storyline, but the character looked great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the character looked amazing.
I still remember till this day, whenever I was like playing my Super Nintendo, one of the games I bought was the Super WrestleMania. It was like a arcade game or whatever. Oh my gosh. Talk about like, super unrealistic like uppercuts and everything. I think it was done by Midway. I'm not sure though. I'm trying to remember what it was.
I think I know the one you're talking about. Very cartoony and it's in the action.
Mm-hmm. And literally like, you just basically pick your character and you just basically went against so many wrestlers in a ladder of like different characters. That was actually one of my favorites. And then of course like you can't replace SmackDown versus Raw, like all the classic ones back then. Because now with the 2K series, I'm like kind of like, I mean, they're fun, but I find it a little more repetitive nowadays.
I gotta get 2K26. It looks better than 2K25 did, but I feel like it's just a repeat.
That's all they are is repeats. They'll they'll add a new thing, like 2K24 was with the weapons and everything like that, and then they added barricade moves in 25, and now there's ragdoll physics in an Inferno match in 26. So,
they brought back the Inferno match.
Yeah, they get an Inferno match, and they've got a dumpster match now too.
Oh, nice.
First time I hear that.
Basically a rehash of casket match. So,
yeah.
The only Go ahead. Sorry.
Returning to streaming, I do have a genuine question. Personally, what do you think is the most important tool to have whenever live streaming?
The most important tool?
The most important, like a microphone, camera, computer software, etc., etc.
I mean, without the microphone, they can't hear you. Nobody needs to see you on stream. But a chat bot like StreamerBot will keep the chaos under control, at least to a degree.
Interesting.
Bottom up tools,
I think it just depends on the content, really.
All right.
I mean, there is like VTubers that actually use text to chat, like voice to text, for their content. So I don't think even a microphone could be possible. You can go without a microphone because there's live streamers that actually go without microphones.
Hey, I mean, I started with a PS4, no camera, 540p resolution, and just The Sims 4. That's it. That's all I started with. That basically took off my journey, and then it just became fun and consistent. It was like very consistent and very super fun. But all right, so I have a. This is actually gonna be a funny, silly question. So, invisible or flying? Which one would you prefer to have?
Oh, we're getting to these. Cool.
No, I mean just like I'm just doing this one right now. This is not one of those silly questions. Flying.
Yep.
So you would actually fly like to different ends of the world. Interesting. All right. Pepsi or Coke?
Coke.
Huh. Interesting choice.
I can taste whatever chemical they're using in Pepsi. I don't know why. It's very
You
weird.
drink it at room temperature.
Oh.
God.
No, I've never drank it at your. No, well, I've done that before. I just can't say that I remember what it was like.
If you drink Pepsi at room temperature, it tastes different because it's meant to be cold. Coke was meant to be at room temperature. They invented the recipe before refrigerators.
Mm-hmm. All right. Here's
also actually had Coke in it.
Sure.
All right. Here's a question that Nightmare always gets on the edge of his seat. Microsoft or Sony?
Are we going Xbox versus PlayStation? Is that what we're asking? PlayStation. We do not have an Xbox in my house.
Ooh. Burn, bro.
We're getting along with the wrestling stuff, then you did that.
There's no games on an Xbox that I've enjoyed.
This is the PS3 has no games conversation that I had with a friend of mine a while ago.
Oh, don't get me wrong. PlayStation has excellent games. They just have crap security.
He's talking about the hack when PS3 days. Jesus Christ, that was a long time ago.
Dude, every PlayStation console has had a hack system.
No, everything gets hacked.
It's simple.
Security is an illusion.
I agree with that. I do agree with that. All right.
Given that you do have a Godzilla like poster in the background, would you say like you're a massive fan of it?
You remember that poster, right? Don't you, Liz?
I remember that one. Yeah, that was back in TwitchCon.
Yeah, so Liz and I were hanging out together at TwitchCon when I got that. It actually says, "What would Godzilla do?" on it.
I'm more curious about the ponytail hanging from it.
Oh no,
that's not a ponytail. That's my horse. That's the horse that died. That's his tail.
Okay, it looked like a ponytail. So,
I mean, no, we braided it up before after he passed. We braided it up and we cut it so I could keep it.
Okay.
So, good. It's supposed to be a good luck charm.
That's awesome. Yeah. What was the name of the horse?
Phoenix, actually.
Nice. I know if I had one, I'd probably name it either Paco or Taco.
Paco.
But yeah,
me and my son are huge.
Look, I had a horse when I was younger, and the horse's name, no lie, was Buttercup.
Oh my god! Wait, what'd you say, Connor?
That works. Oh, it said me and my son are huge Godzilla fans. I own every Godzilla movie in existence that was released in the U.S. and a few that were Japanese only released.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Japanese style Godzilla or American style Godzilla?
Toho. It's got to be Toho. I mean, I like Legendary Godzilla. Don't get me wrong, but Toho is the OG.
Interesting.
The rubber suits and all that.
Absolutely.
All right. So here comes the streaming question. If you could choose between having 1,000 concurrent viewers, like people that are chatting it up or anything like that, would you choose that over 10,000 followers? Or which one would you choose out of the two?
The viewers. I would rather have the CCV than the followers. Followers are nice. I mean, obviously it's they like your channel enough to stick around and want to be notified when you're showing up and everything. But I was doing this to talk to people. I can play games all day long. I don't need to do it in front of a crowd. I was doing this for the camaraderie, for the friendships, to meet people and talk to people and whatnot. And I've been lucky enough to even though I'm only really like a 10 or 15 CCD right now, I've got to meet some amazing people along the way.
I still remember till this day when I announced I was going to TwitchCon San Diego, and basically we were trying to look for each other, and we always kept running like in the opposite directions, and we finally was like, "Oh my god, it's him!" And at first I told you like I was gonna go with my shark costume, and you were trying to spot one. I was like, "Where's that shark at? Where is he?" And then you finally saw it.
Looking for a left shark.
Yep, that was always that was always fun, man. I mean, I plan on going eventually. I mean, not right now because I mean, everything is like kind of like uptight right now with everything going on. But I plan on coming back soon. I mean, I don't know if they're still gonna stick with San Diego. I mean, maybe they will, but I mean, I
For
miss.
a couple more years at least.
Yeah, I mean, I wish like they would actually give the East Coast a chance, or give the like Austin or something, like give Austin, Texas a chance, or anything like anything besides California, like somewhere. Because if they do somewhere in the middle, at least like it's not far. It's not far away for West Coast. It's not far away for East Coast. Like everything's right in the middle.
Do something like
I
that.
didn't have a problem with that.
I'd say do something like that. PAX West, PAX East.
Yeah, PAX and what Loot Fest and even what's Kick's version, DreamHack. No, not, is it DreamHack?
I think no. I think
no.
Well, I was gonna say like DreamHack does the same thing though. They do DreamHack Atlanta, DreamHack Dallas. They do stuff like that.
Yeah, DreamHack is sports, esports stuff.
It just boils down to money, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it's worth to make such a trip to TwitchCon?
That depends on why you're going. I say yes because I'm there to meet people and see the people that I watch on screen. I don't really go for any of the panels or things that go on there. So.
And you go for the art too. Don't forget about the art.
Gotta go for the art. Gotta go for the art.
Dude, I need to get you some like some Godzilla things over here in my state. If I ever seen something, I'll tag you. I'll be like, hey, look at this.
I'll look at it. I had my son's nanny actually sent me a video. There was I don't know, like a 2-foot tall Godzilla that moves on a controller.
Oh snap!
And yeah, we're like, oh, we got that. We absolutely got that.
Yeah. So now I know, like, it's not just an obsession with the art, but it's like an obsession with the franchise, which is amazing.
No, absolutely love the franchise.
Mm-hmm. If you could bring one game from back in your childhood to like get remastered or remake, which one would it be and why?
That's
a tough one. I know.
That's a really tough one. There are so many games that were in my libraries. I mean, most of them were mainstream stuff that I played. There was an old Japanese anime style RPG that I played. I think it was called Lunar. Yeah, that was such a fun game. If that ever got redone again, that I would not be unhappy.
Interesting.
I'd love to see a remake of Chrono Trigger,
bro. You realize that if that happens, people will like literally go bananas. They will go wild.
They could charge whatever they want for that. I'd buy it.
You say basically, shut up and take my money.
Yeah, pretty much. Just do it for just shut up and take my money.
Right.
Good old
these Paul curls. We get the Secret of Mana remake.
Oh my god. I would love to see Sims 1 and 2 and 3 combined into one Sims online only game. If I get that, I'll die happy. I'll be like, oh my gosh, this is great.
They remade Sims 1 and 2.
Dude, those are the best ones, okay?
They remade them already, so why do we need another remake?
They didn't remake them, they just remastered it. That's all they did. They didn't do anything.
Same thing.
It's not even a remaster, it's a port.
Same thing. Okay, excuse me. You're talking to Connor. You're talking to Connor and Luis here. There's a huge difference between remasters and remakes. But anyways, okay. So, you have any final questions, Nightmare, before we switch to the bonus round?
I have one.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What is with all the badges?
Oh God. Okay. So these These guys back here are all of my TwitchCon badges for all the times I've gone to TwitchCon. These are actually sub receipts. So I have a thing that goes on with my stream that when anybody subs to my channel, it actually prints out a physical receipt with their.
That's pretty cool. Whoa.
It'll bring up. Let me get this up on camera for you. So it'll say subscription, how many months they've subscribed, tiers, whatever, and then whatever message they've provided.
That's actually pretty cool.
And then what date and stuff like that. So it's just a little kind of little gimmick about, instead of just some plain old sub alert, kind of add kind of something a little more to add. Plus, I remember this, Lewis. I don't keep any money that I make streaming. I donate it. I stream for the Children's Hospital of Orange County, which is a local children's hospital, and everything that I make while streaming gets donated to them. And every year, the Children's Hospital has an annual fundraiser event in which we get to go walk through Disneyland before the park opens. So
that's pretty awesome of you, though. I remember you telling me about that, dude. That's incredible. I like that you do that. That's why I keep watching you, because you're actually genuine, dude. You're actually awesome.
Man, I'm gonna start watching as well now.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's
yeah,
ridiculous.
so if you guys get a chance, please throw a little heart on the title where SIRCONNOR's name is. Definitely check him out. He already mentions the streams that he does. Do you want to tell people like the days you do again for the new ones that are here?
Yeah, so I do. So my regular stream days are Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays at 4 p.m. Pacific. Usually go for about 3 hours. On occasion, we'll do an IRL stream on the weekend, which is either brewing. One of my hobbies. I'll take and I'll stream whatever beer that I'm making, or woodworking project. Not this weekend, but next weekend, my son and I are going to be going to the safari park, so we'll stream live from there. We always stream the Children's Hospital walk at Disneyland, and our trips to Disney and stuff like that. So keep an eye out for I have a Discord if you want to, get in on that, so you can find out when the weekend stuff is, because those are pretty, sporadic. But the regular every week will always be Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays.
Yeah. So as go ahead.
You said you remarked that you woodworked. What is like the most impressive thing you ever made in woodworking?
That's a tie between my coffee table. It's a lifting coffee table, or my bed, my queen size bed.
Interesting.
I made both of those.
That's awesome. So as you can see, guys, Connor's name is actually up on the chat above on Twitch, but his Twitch will be part of the description on YouTube as well, on Spotify, iHeart Radio, and all our platforms that we have. Definitely worth checking out. I mean, he's incredible person to meet, very chill to have a drink with. I mean, I promised him that whenever I go back to TwitchCon, I'll be the one treating him, not him this time, because now I actually have a better job, so I'll be able to afford it. But all right. So, are you ready for some bonus questions, Connor?
Sure. Let's go.
All right. So, you're in a plane for 10 hours, okay? And you have to choose out of these wrestlers, like, who you want to sit with, like, next to for the next 10 hours on your flight. So, you get to choose one of these. And after you choose the person, I want to know why you chose the person. So you get to choose between CM Punk, Trish Stratus, Ric Flair, Brock Lesnar, Vince McMahon, Triple H, Goldberg, or Bret the Hitman Hart.
I'm gonna be honest. I've done 10-hour flights before, and I sleep. I sleep on those. I've been to England a couple of times, and those are 10-hour flights. Australia was 14 hours, and I slept through that first.
Connor would be the one sleeping through the plane ride to hell.
So I think if anything, probably would have to be either, and this is just a silly answer. So this would either have to be Goldberg or Brock Lesnar because they're big, beefy guys and they make a great pillow to just kind of lean up against me like, see you in 10 hours.
But be careful, Brock.
I choose Vince just for the simple fact of he's flying first class.
Oh my
And you
God.
know,
Yeah,
Reef Trade's playing right
I don't want
now.
to talk to him. I don't want anything else. Just he's sitting in first class.
Yeah, I'm not going to talk to. I mean, I don't know. I'm honestly not going to talk to any of these guys. I'm just going to go to sleep.
Yeah, but be
Vince
careful.
McMahon would be the worst.
If you sit next to Brock, he's gonna probably scream in your face to wake you up.
Ironically, no, he's kind of chill.
Yeah, he's actually
Brock
kinda
is
chill,
very
but-
chill.
I heard he's actually like a teddy bear. Like he's actually nice to everybody.
Yeah, Goldberg is too. Actually, most of those guys, I've only heard things about Brett pre-stroke, and he was pretty chill towards until he got to WCW. Then things kind of went south for him personally. But
Yeah. CM Punk has gone on record saying when he's not in the ring and not at events, he doesn't want to be bothered.
yeah,
So he's
he
almost
doesn't like the
like a Harrison Ford. That's what you're trying to tell me.
Yeah.
except Harrison Ford will fly himself.
All right, number. What you got?
All right. Godzilla or King Ghidorah?
Are we talking favorites or like what's?
Who would win? Who would win in that fight?
Well, Godzilla. I mean, he's done it twice, but
I mean, to be fair, says King Ghidorah.
yeah, I mean, King Ghidorah and Destroyer are the only two that almost defeated Godzilla. So,
All right.
in the end of it, it's still Godzilla.
I got
Leo-
one.
Yep. What you got?
Out of all the video game characters you've played, which one do you think you could take in a fight?
Oh wow.
Which ones can I take in a fight?
Yeah. Which one do you ever seen? It's like, yeah, I could take this sucker. I could beat him.
Easier question would be who I couldn't. Vault Dweller.
Interesting. All right.
Which one?
All of them. They live their entire life in the vault. They only survive that. And maybe for the most part, they've only survived just out of sheer luck and spite.
Genesis here says Connor could take on Kratos.
Let's not get crazy.
I'm feeling kind of insulted here.
Oh yeah, because I called Nightmare here Kratos sometimes because he has a bald hair and he has the beard. All right. Do you like pineapples on pizza? Do you think they belong in them?
No.
Oh,
it's crime.
ha!
All about toppings, man. All about toppings.
I'm sorry, but pineapple, any kind of fruit does not
You
belong
know
on pizza.
what? Here's the better one. Do you believe pineapple belongs in a poke bowl?
Okay, poke bowl is
Yes.
different. Yes, it does, but not on a
I
pizza.
don't believe it. I
It's actually
no.
good.
That depends upon what fish is going along with it.
Tuna and salmon. I know I'm going to get yelled at if
Not salmon. Tuna maybe, but not salmon.
I know I'm going to get yelled at if my wife's
Oh my
watching.
God. Oh my
Because she just did that today, and I'm like, how can you do that?
All right, what you got, Nightmare?
All right. Teleportation or able to breathe underwater?
Oh damn.
Oh, that's a tough one. Is it just like, okay, so teleportation is just anywhere I feel like it, or is it like Luke?
Yeah,
where I
anywhere
have
you
to-
feel like. Anywhere you
Okay.
feel like.
Well, I'd go with teleportation. I really don't like flying, so if I can just blip there, all the better.
Just do like the
Well,
Thanos
no,
snap.
it's ability to breathe underwater so you can just walk.
Okay.
Yeah, but there's sharks in there, and I'm tasty.
You're saying that I'm there? Is that what you're saying?
There's sharks in the water, and I'm tasty.
Oh my Lord, have mercy. All right, Lyrian, you got one?
Worst wrestling finisher you ever seen?
Anything by Logan Paul.
Yes.
I don't know. Wasteland
Get
just
him out of
seems
there.
like it's not effective.
I mean, his new one, Pulverizer, nearly killed Javon Evans at Elimination Chamber. So
Yeah.
I think the guy should just stop wrestling altogether.
He is very unsafe.
All right. Would you rather starve to death or die of thirst?
Both are awful. Both are just absolutely miserable. I think dehydration is worse though.
Yeah, because I mean, your whole mouth will get dry. You literally like just couldn't stop breathing. All right, what you got, Nightmare?
Flying sharks or tigers with the ability to breathe underwater? What's scarier?
A blind shark or
A flying shark.
a flying shark. Dude, I've seen Sharknado. I have to go with the sharks.
It is more terrifying. What you got, Lyrian?
A TV show you would not want to live in.
Oh wow.
Now keep in mind, addendum, you would have to be the main character.
Oh Lord.
Supernatural.
Damn.
Dude, I'd be dead so quick.
I don't know. If you're the main character, you got plot armor.
Yeah, but I'd be a shitty hunter.
Genesis here says Fallout.
Initially, I was thinking like, oh, you're gonna possibly put like The Sopranos or something like that.
I figured he would have done the new Godzilla show.
Oh, no.
Dude, I'd been like, I'd just, yeah, but see, the main character, I would escape by the skin of my teeth, but I'd be like having PTSD for the rest of my life.
Oh God. All right. So you're actually out in the woods, okay? And you're trying to get home, and you have to choose between two paths. One path to go home, you have to face a bear-sized goose. The other path, if you actually go the opposite way, you have to face 100 geese-sized bears. Which one will you take?
It's not a Canadian goose, is it?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, Canadian geese. Make it worse.
Yeah, I'd take the 100 geese-sized bear then, because fuck a Canadian goose.
He's like fucking goose. All right, I got one more question that is the one that always gets people, but I'm gonna let Nightmare and Lyrian get their final questions.
All right. While we're doing that, I'm getting my torment ready.
All right, I might as well ask mine. Out of all the Godzilla class, out of all the classic Godzilla, which one do you think was the hottest suit to wear?
Oh damn!
The hottest suit?
Yeah, like which one do you think you'll die of heat stroke?
Oh shoot, I know this one because
They actually did answer that.
Huh?
I think they actually did answer that.
Yeah, there was actually one suit, and I'm trying to remember which one it is because I've seen the behind the scenes that every time they yell cut, they got to rip it off of him and get cold air fans in there so he doesn't pass out.
Was it the one where he was going against Rodan?
It was no, I think it was Final Wars.
That might have been it.
Okay.
Yeah, they actually did answer that one. All right. So my last one here. You're a data programmer, so we got to get the answer: Apple or Android?
Oh boy.
Are we talking about as far as like making apps for or anything?
Just which one's better to use, Apple or Android?
As a user, I've always used Apple, but Android, as far as apps are concerned, are easier to program. They're easier to develop. They're easier to develop for.
Gotcha. All right. So, with this question, if you agree with me, my co-host here is gonna have to eat 1 or 2 Carolina Reapers.
Carolina Reaper almonds.
So, if you don't agree with me, then he gets saved.
That's an immense amount of pressure. You know that, right?
Well, if you listen to the last podcast, we always ask this question at the end of the stream because we love seeing people's reactions. So, do you eat cereal in the morning?
No.
But if you could, you would.
Sure.
Okay. Would you actually pour your cereal first and then the milk, or the milk first and then the cereal?
Cereal and then the milk.
Okay.
Every time.
So, he got lucky.
I am safe.
Yeah, because I poured the milk.
Lily pours the milk first.
And then the cereal.
Yeah, see, that's just weird to me. I gotta take and pour because it's a measurement thing for me. I gotta take and pour just enough milk so that the cereal starts to float. As soon as the cereal moves, then I'm done with that's enough milk.
I've been called on this podcast so many names, from psychopath, crazy man,
sociopath, crazy, psycho,
all kind of things. And just hearing people's reactions to this is great, because I mean, some people are like, dude, how do you even measure that? Like, what in the world? Are you like some kind of monster? So, so it always is fun to actually answer that. So, last thing but not least, is there anybody out there that you would like to give a personal shout out to, that if they're listening to this?
Honestly, if she's out there, I'd probably say my bestie, Risa Sims.
So just Risa? Or you have other people?
Or give Havoc too, because Havoc's good people.
Awesome.
He started to get into doing wrestling e-feds after watching me, and so I helped him build his.
Oh, that's awesome.
So
basically, like, you basically motivated somebody to do it, which is amazing.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's awesome, though. I mean, and Genesis here says that he loves you, Cameron.
I love you too.
So, I appreciate you taking the time. I know, like, you have a lot going on with streaming and everything, but we want to wish you the best with the career. I mean, hopefully, like, it keeps going. I mean, you said that everything is growing great, so I hope it keeps going amazing. That we're only like, one stop away, and we're gonna be promoting this, like, everywhere on Spotify, iHeart Radio, Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts. It's gonna be everywhere. So as soon as we have it up and running, I'll definitely be letting you know, so that way that's up. If you know anybody that, hey, you want to get interviewed, talk to these guys. We'll basically promote it. We'll put your Twitch on the description, so that way people can tune in, and we'll basically, like, talk about you, like, in the next episode, be like, we interviewed SIRCONNOR, and now we're gonna interview the next person. So we appreciate you taking the time. It's been great. I'm glad I got to know a little more about, like, how you came to be with the jousting, which is great. And I look forward to, like, seeing you again whenever I go to California again.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Definitely. All right, ladies and gents, this about wraps the episode today. We appreciate
Thank you guys. Thanks for having me.
We appreciate all of you guys coming in for SIRCONNOR, Risa, Genesis. Got everybody here that came by and said hi to you. Rival Lobster, thanks for coming in. Want to thank everybody. We even have a Ram over here that showed up. So we appreciate all of you, and hope you guys have a great night. And we'll see y'all soon.
Today's episode was broadcast live on Twitch and YouTube. If you couldn't make it to the live segment, feel free to watch it on Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, and iHeart Radio. Links on the description below. See you next time.
Hope you guys enjoy the show. See you next time.